Season 1 hasn't even started yet and it's already kicking off with a bang. Welcome back, Descendants. Today we will be covering the trailer recently released for Season 1 titled Invasion. In this video we'll be covering what we can expect from Season 1 as a whole, as well as when we can expect to hear more news and to get an overview from the developers themselves. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, make sure to stay tuned as we will be talking about all of this and more. If you guys are excited for some more The First Descendant coverage, make sure to show it off by hitting that like button, as we try to go for our goal of 30 likes for this video. You guys have been killing it so far on the like goal, so thank you so much for that. Also, while you're down there, consider subscribing as we'll be covering The First Descendant and progressing through Season 1 content as it comes out, along with other AAA titles throughout the year, dropping hilarious content, playthroughs, and more. With all of that out of the way, let's get into what we can expect from Season 1 Invasion. First and foremost, Season 1 is slated to drop on August 29th, which is less than 2 weeks from the making of this video, so it's coming up pretty quickly. Earlier this week, patch 1.0.7 dropped, giving us a couple of hot fixes and quality of life adjustments, which are always welcome. But at the very bottom, they tease us with the Who's That Pokemon with a silhouette of what everyone concluded would be the newest addition to the Descendants roster. A lot of people had a ton of theories on who it could be, but ultimately it ended up being what I believe is someone we haven't seen before in terms of the campaign or just in Albion itself. With it being revealed to be Hailey, a Descendant with a built-in weapon in their kit that looks like it might have different firing modes from a regular rifle, sniper, and also even acting as a railgun with ice power affinity. As a personal opinion, something like this looks super interesting to me, as having a weapon that may work both off of skill damage and weapon damage could make her really cool to mod out and do insane damage onto bosses, depending on how she operates with her kit. Whenever her kit is released, I'll be super interested to find out how she scales her damage properly, and if her weapon really has different modes, as it seems to me like it does in the trailer. On top of that, it seems like Ultimate Freyna is also just right around the corner as well. We get to see her briefly in the trailer, but from what we can see, she looks awesome. Now personally, Freyna is my main as of right now, so getting an Ultimate version and possibly some new Transcendent mods to go with it sounds perfect for me. I'm super excited to see her officially for the first time once she releases, as it also looks like she has her own storyline or questline being implemented as well. And she may be the quote-unquote field completion that's listed on the roadmap. Maybe throughout the missions and some of the zones we touch on throughout the story, her personal story unfolds and we get the ability to unlock Ultimate Freyna through following the questline, kinda something similar to when you unlock Bunny, and she has story elements scattered throughout the different zones in the story. Along with this, during the trailer, we see story beats being hit on, new mechanics for what I can assume is the new dungeon, seemingly new enemies in general, and a sneak peek at what the new Colossus/Intercept Void boss battle will be as well. Of course, along with all of this, we can also expect everything else that's on the roadmap as well, being a new Battle Pass season, a new weapon which we can assume will be an ultimate weapon, new skins for all of the characters, and more quality of life and game improvements throughout the season. Speaking of which, if you haven't already watched my video on how Season 1 and 2 will change farming forever, definitely make sure to check that out. A link will be in the description of this video. But overall, there is a chance at least some improvements mentioned in that patch make it towards the latter half of Season 1 in my opinion. The things in particular I think will be added later on through Season 1 is a way to get rid of unwanted or unneeded blueprints, as it has been a highly requested thing for a while that doesn't need too much fine tuning, like finding the sweet spot for better chances on loot people want, but is something that can still be an intricate and innovative new mechanic all on its own. And along with the new Descendant, I believe we may be seeing some changes that will not only shift the meta from current top Descendants and strategies, but I think we'll also be getting more of an emphasis on weapons themselves like they said they wanted to do, especially with a Descendant like this being introduced, where the weapon Hailey carries seems to be the cornerstone of her kit. As to when we can expect to see the next director's comments previewing Season 1 and what will come with it, I believe they will follow the same pattern they did for patch 1.0.7, where they previewed the patch 5 days before officially releasing on the 13th, by previewing it on the 8th. And since Season 1 is due to come out on the 29th, I think we can expect a big preview on the 24th, so 1 week from today. More than likely in this preview, we will be getting the name and the type the new ultimate weapon will be, the name for the new Void Intercept boss fight, info on the new dungeon, a prelude to the new storylines being told in Season 1, details on Ultimate Freyna, details on Hailey's kit and abilities, and of course, details on hotfixes and game revamp changes. I'm personally super excited to get these details and for Season 1 to officially release and jump back into the game full force to grind all the new content. Hailey as a Descendant looks super interesting, Ultimate Freyna looks amazing, new weapons, new dungeons, and a new battle pass will be sure to keep us busy while we grind throughout Season 1 and on to Season 2. But enough from me, let me know what you guys think about the Season 1 trailer and everything else revealed down in the comment section down below. Will you be grinding for Hailey Day 1? Are you excited for the new storylines? Or do you just want more quality of life things to be added? Make sure to let your thoughts be known, as I do read every single comment and love interacting with all of you guys. Also, real quick, as we reach the end of the video here, huge announcement for the channel. We have new membership tiers and perks available for the channel. If you're interested in going an extra step and supporting the channel while getting some cool perks in return, consider becoming a member and get the opportunity to be listed in videos just like this one. As always though, your support through viewership, liking, and subscribing is always appreciated and helps me out tremendously against the vulgus threat that is the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you guys next time. Peace!